Hello and welcome once again to my workshop, and I'm really glad to be back. And I'd just like to show you something. I've got my stats up from my YouTube channel, and I just want to show you what has happened over the last few weeks since I announced on YouTube what I was doing with machinery. This is my daily stats. As you can see, normally I get around about 25 to 30,000 per day downloads. It ramps up sometimes and goes to up to 80,000–90,000 per day. This particular time here, this is where I put together and loaded up onto YouTube the last 4 videos regarding what I was doing with CNCs and CNC routers, that is, and lathes, and what I not intend to do, what I'm actually doing. Well, you guys have really taken to it well. As you can see, it's peaking at 300,000 downloads a day, and it's averaging now at 100,000 a day, and the emails and requests are pouring in, and I'm going to do my best to answer all your questions and get all the information out to you, but at the same time I don't want to turn this station into an advertising station, because that's not what I want. I want to have a bit of fun with you guys. I want to have some fun. I want to show you how to operate CNC machines and what they can do, and wood lathes and wood turning. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to keep the marketing down to a bare minimum. So today what I'm going to do is it is probably going to run over 2 videos. I'm going to because there again a lot of requests, I'm going to make a dollar coin, but I'm going to take you through the process using ArtCam of how to take a picture off the internet and put it into ArtCam. Also, Aspire will do exactly the same thing as well, and there's several other programs out there that will do it. And I'm going to, as I say, take a picture straight off the internet, put it into, in my case, ArtCam Jewel Smith, and we're going to make a relief, and I'll show you how to do that, how to organize then the size of it, and how to make the actual depth of the 3-dimensional relief to go on such a small thing as a coin, and write the tool paths. And I think that'll probably take up 1 video. Next video then will be, we will cut it on the machine, and you can see then the actual time it takes to do a relatively small project, and you can actually do it quite quickly. In real terms, the process of obtaining the G-codes from a picture in ArtCam, at most it's going to be, if I was doing it and not filming, it would be between 20 minutes and 30 minutes. Cutting time, a little bit different. These machines are, they do a very good job, but they're very time consuming. They do it fairly slowly. However, the machines, a little bit of marketing employ here, the machines that I'm actually delivering all around the world now, they do it quite a bit faster, and they can do quite a bit better job. So we'll get on with this, and I'll show you how to do it in ArtCam. Okay, so we just go into Google, put in dollar coin, and we search for that then, and what I'm looking for is Abraham Lincoln, and which I've already pre-done. So okay, so this is what you're looking for. You're looking for You can actually do it off a real coin, but I have found that these type of I suppose that they're scanned objects, and that someone has put into the internet. Any one of the scanned type, even this is a real photograph, that might come out okay. These grayscale ones, they come out okay, but if you notice, this one is tilted over, so it's it gives a bit of a funny outcome, what I have found anyway. So what you're looking for is a coin that's square on photograph, and this type of coin photograph then, I would say this is a scanned, good quality photograph put in by someone, but they're all over the place. One of Ronald Reagan, that's probably a nice one to make too. But I want to see now this one here. Now I'm explaining this because I have found it in the past the difficulties. This one here, there would be some difficulty here because this is like a shiny white, and then you got black here. Within ArtCam, it would want to do a very, very deep cut in this black area, but it's easier all round if you choose the right type of photograph. And in our case, the best representation in ArtCam would be this one. So we're going to take this one and we'll go, and we're going to save the image. I'm going to save it to desktop. And okay, so we've captured it. There it is. So we get out of the internet. There it is there. So now what we're going to do. Okay, so there it is on the screen, and now we'll open ArtCam Jewelsmith. I don't think you can actually purchase this anymore, but there's a lot of copies still out there, and if you search the internet, eBay, you can get a copy of this, and it's well worth buying a second-hand one. Even 2008 or 07 even. It's quite an old program. It's nearly 10 years old, and it works very well. So you just grab it and drop it into ArtCam. Now then, at this point you can select where the origin is of your part. This is where everything is worked out from the 0 point then. And when you're doing something like a circular object, I always find it easier to just use the center. So you can zero your tool, everything right in the center of the work, and that's the easiest way I have found anyway. So now we want to size it. So we go up here to image size. Last night I got a brass, just a brass circle, 3mm, and I super glued it onto a piece of oak. Because I find that the best way actually to do it. And the size, I don't know the exact size, so I'm going to do it live here with you. Well, 41.8, I'm going to call that 42. Okay, so it's near enough. And it's 3mm in depth. So that's what we're going to turn into a dollar coin. Sometimes these pictures aren't exactly perfectly spherical, round. So what I do is just pick one, and I can tell that by, see, this is 15.782, and this one is, the width is 15.833. So I know it's slightly at a square from the original photograph. Look, it really doesn't matter. We're going to you know, the outer circumference of it, we're talking a few thou here. It really doesn't matter. So we're going to put our height, which is the overall distance, and I'm going to add a little bit, so I'm going to call that 42. So it's 42. It'd be better if I had my glasses on, I could see what I was doing. 42.0. So I've just added on that little bit there. And you'll see that's the width is 135. Well, I could split the difference here. I will. I'll split. Okay, so I'd split the difference there. It's as near as damn, and I'm not going to worry about it anymore because we're talking thousandths of an inch. And look, I always work in millimeters. Okay, so I hope you can convert that. 25.4 millimeters to the inch, if anybody's interested. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, now this is where you decide how deep, from the highest to the deepest point of the 3D three-dimensional object machined by a router or any type of machine like that is called a relief. So what we're going to do, we're going to make the relief depth 0.8 millimeters, because I find that over a 42 millimeter coin, the best representation from a picture is about 0.8 millimeters in depth. So we're not talking very much here. So then we're going to OK that. And this is quite high on the scale of, well, actually I might make that a little higher. Might make that, say, 2000 dots per inch, that is, DPI, dots per inch. Or pixels if you like. So I'm going to make that 2,000. So why I raise that is because I want a very, very crisp, accurate picture. So we'll OK that and save it. Okay, so there we are, we're on full size now, and you can see it's a not bad representation. Now, at the moment this is in the 2D screen, okay? Now, in the background behind this, there's another window which already has this at 3D, but it's probably going to be a bit of a mess. So we'll have a look at it. Yep, there it is. And it is a bit of a mess. But within ArtCam we have, so what we're going to do is we are going to use several different methods to clean this now three-dimensional relief up. And the first tool that we're going to use is over here, and that is a smooth relief tool, which brings up this, and it's exactly what this representation of an iron over a three-dimensional bear is going to do. We're going to iron out a lot of the snowiness now. Now this is noise, this is actual noise in the photograph, so we're going to get rid of that, and we can actually alter this figure up here to the degree in which we actually iron this out, as it were. So we're going to leave it on the lowest settings, and we're going to do it one stage at a time. So I'm just going to hit apply once, and you see the effect it makes. Okay, so that's just once. So hit it again. See, each time you hit it, it evens it out or irons it out. And again, and again, once more. Okay, and I think once more. There we go. And again. Okay. I think that's enough for now, because what we'll start to do is lose some of the clarity of the writing, and the actual figure head itself. And there, we're going to cancel that. So now what we're going to do, we're going to use some of the three-dimensional modeling tools, which are sculpting tools, which are also in this window here. This is a relief tool editing tools then, as it were, this whole system here. We'll go through each one of these tools and how to use it. You can actually build this up right from a flat workpiece. By using these tools, you can actually make a relief like this. Okay, so we've smoothed Abe off as much as we can generally. If we keep on doing it, we're going to lose some of the you know, the facial features and the hair. We're going to flatten them out too much. However, there are other tools we can use. So these tools here, like smooth, smudge, deposit material, carve material out, or erase material. We can use these for all varying degrees, and we change the degree of the effectiveness of these tools by these slider bars. Okay, the diameter of the circle. If I just choose this smudge tool, so and bring it over here, you can see a circle. That is the area in which it is going to be, is going to affect that drawing. And I can change the diameter of that by this slider here. You see, nice big one. Of course, a drawing like this you don't need so very big. This particular one changes the strength of this. In other words, how much definition or deformation you get within that circle. And obviously I've always set it up 100% smoothness because that's what I want to do. So what you do is you just work away in this area like this. You can see now all these areas of roughness are disappearing. You're going to be sort of fairly accurate with this. Okay. So you just go over the area like that. You can see all this roughness is disappearing. Get up in here a bit. Bit time consuming, but it is, look, when you're making a relief like this, even just for a coin, the amount of time that you spend doing this can make the difference of a really nice, good piece, well-made piece, and, well, a piece of trash, really speaking. So I will now continue doing this and clean this picture up, and then we'll move on.